Latest, I believe everybody can hear us.
Got it, yeah.
The latest pages that Catherine Herridge is going through at the Department of Justice. Catherine, what are we on now and where are you?
Well, Sandra, I'm still on the section on obstruction, and having been through a lot of these reports before, it always pays to look at the footnotes. And I want to draw your attention to pages 27 and 28. It deals with some allegations that were made in the Steele dossier that there were compromising tapes involving then candidate Trump. And what it states is that this information was communicated, that tapes existed to Michael Cohen shortly after the election, and he shared that information with the president. Now, the Russian businessman then went on to be interviewed by the special counsel, where he said the information he had was that he was told the tapes were fake, but this was never communicated to Michael Cohen. So that's an interesting little nugget, because that was one of the more sensational aspects of the Trump dossier. So the special counsel went to great lengths to interview a Russian who was involved in that, who testified that they were not real or did not exist, but it does not appear that that information ever got to Michael Cohen. Also, additionally, in the last few minutes, we've had confirmation that the Attorney General William Barr has sent a letter to the two congressional committees with oversight, House Judiciary and Senate Judiciary, the four members there, and he's indicated that he is willing to share the special counsel report without redactions, except for the grand jury material. It will be shared with them, as well as the Gang of Eight. And then the final point I just wanted to emphasize is that if you also go to the appendix of these two volumes, so at the end it's about 40 or 50 pages, what you'll see there is the president's written answers to the questions from Robert Mueller. And there's also a lengthy discussion, and you've referred to it just in the last few minutes, about why the answers were inadequate. I'm just going to read this part. Quote, "We received the president's written responses in late November 2018. So a month later, in December 2018, we informed counsel of the insufficiency of those responses in several respects. We noted, among other things, that the president stated on more than 30 occasions that he, quote, does not recall or, quote, remember or have, quote, independent recollection of information called for by the questions. Other answers were, quote, incomplete or imprecise. The written answers, we informed counsel, quote, demonstrate the inadequacy of the written format, as we have had no opportunity to ask follow-up questions that would ensure complete answers and potentially refresh your client's recollection or clarify the extent or nature of his lack of recollection." Earlier, we said that the